What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Litecoin today versus the money supply for Jordan Bailey. You said this is a fun chart. Maybe it is, right? And this is I think this is the money supply, like literally M1SL is the money, the Federal Reserve money supply. Right, and that chart would actually look like this. Right, it's only like this, where the Litecoin chart looks like this, right? They're different, but this is those charts put together. So this is Litecoin versus the money supply. You said it's a fun chart. I don't know if it is, man. I don't know what to make of this at all. I don't know what this would tell us, right? Because if we let's even do this real quick. Let's correlate it to Litecoin itself, LTC USD on Coinbase. Why do you do that? Why does it do this every single time? I really don't understand. I did this in another video. I did the exact same thing. It's only the first time that it does this. And then, yeah, and then it's fine. I don't get it. Neutral. So, like, no correlation, no non-correlation. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that, man. I don't. And that's the thing, too. This goes all the way back until 1993. Litecoin didn't exist until, like, 2014 or something like that, right? Like, is this chart gonna help us, man? I don't know. I don't know. Let's do M1SL LTC USD crypto. Yeah, it's a totally different chart, right? But it's not even the inverse of the other one. It's not even close to the inverse. I mean, no, not even. At least we've got some variance here on our RSI and our correlation coefficient. Jordan Bailey, I don't know what you're doing to me, man. I don't know what you think about this chart, but whatever you had me do a second ago, I would actually argue that this is a better chart because now you have the existence, the entirety of Litecoin's existence, which is going to be relative for this chart. This might be a better chart, so a little bit of finagling, but hey, it looks better. This is in an uptrend. Okay, it's definitely in an uptrend. And again, this is the money supply versus Litecoin. Then I wonder if I just did LTC USD Coinbase dash M1SL. Oh, but I don't want Coinbase, do I? I want LTC USD on crypto. Crypto, yes, this one. No, LTC. There's no way to do it. There's no way. I'd have to like set specific parameters. So we are going to have to do it with Coinbase. MS1L. M1SL, sorry. And that makes sense. That kind of looks like an inverse of this here, right? I don't know, man. Maybe you know what I could do. Here we go, right? Because hold on now. 2016, let's go. There we go. If we want this to be LTC versus M1SL, what we could do instead is just, boom, invert the scale. And there we go. Now it's accurate. Act like the red bars are green bars, because this would be for LTC versus the money supply. whatever that implies. I don't know. Maybe I should know, and I'm drawing a blank here, but I would think you're at a low point. I would think you look like you're turning the tides. You look like you want to grow, whatever that means for the price. I mean, it's probably good for the price, right? I would think your Litecoin price is going to grow versus the money supply. I guess is what that's saying. I don't know. I don't know why we wouldn't just want to use the LTC USD chart itself, but again, maybe I don't understand. Jordan Bailey, help me out on the monthly chart here, which is that's all we got because the money supply only has monthly iterations, right? Not daily and weekly iterations. It does look like you're holding your 618 very well. Like to see it, yes. Your next target area would be up here at the 382, which is at 80 billion, whatever that means. You absolutely look like you are turning a trend here and you're going to break out to the upside. You had your high here in 2017. Okay, hold on now. I think I'm seeing the picture, right? Litecoin saw its all-time high. It's like first and only really significant run that it's had this cycle. when it was gaining value against the money supply, right? Because this chart's inverted, it's this, but we finagled it a lot to get here. It's been in a downtrend since then. And what did Litecoin do last cycle? It had a double top, right? And we look at that here on the LTC USD chart. It had a double top, right? 2017, right here, 2018, all-time high. But it's losing value versus the money supply. And it had a double top, right? Now you're about to turn. It looks like you're about to turn, which this actually, hey, I'm starting to like this chart, Jordan Bailey. This could imply exactly the same stuff that I've been saying this whole time, which is that I think Litecoin's going to break through its all-time high, right? In 2021 of May, where were you? May. Right here. You were up here. All you got to do then, essentially, right, would be to get up in this same area, if not higher. The 382 is in that same area. That's your next target area. You'd probably break your all-time highs. Because yeah. And if you break your all-time highs, sorry, it's like this time of day, I guess. I don't know. It's probably because I'm talking so much. Your minimum expectation would be $934. Let's just say $1,000. And potentially $2,500, potentially even more. I did a video where, like, genuinely, I don't think this is going to happen, but this is more possible than I ever thought it could have been. I mean, it could happen. But all these people hating on Litecoin, man, this is actually a big deal. I think this chart actually is a big deal. You're turning the tides versus the money supply, and the last time that you saw significant growth with this was the only time that Litecoin saw significant growth in a very short amount of time, and we can actually use the all-time history for that right here. Hold on, guys. I don't even know what's wrong with me. I didn't eat anything. I've just been drinking water and talking. I haven't had anything to eat in hours, man. I don't know what the hell that is. You saw a lot of growth here in November of 2013. And look, you saw a lot of growth there. Right? Righteous. Oh, bro. All you Litecoin naysayers, the more that I look into Litecoin, the more that we look at different parameters for Litecoin and come up with different things, it all points to the idea that Litecoin is going to break out of its all-time highs. This is a massive, absolutely insanely large ascending triangle, right? That's what it is. 100%. No doubt about it. Absolutely, that's what it is. Ascending triangle. You can't deny it. When you break this, the measured move, by the way, would be from the low point of the pattern, which, I mean, let's see if we can, if we put it on the wick, let's just see if this lines up. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's totally fine. So technically, the measurement would be from the low point to the high point, and then you go from here to there. Boom. That put you at $6,000, bro. Before last week, I would have thought, no, that's not the case. And still, I will say that it's a measured move does not mean that you have to do it, right? You can fall short of it. That happens. You can break through it. That happens too, right? But it's just an idea. It's an idea. And this is a very large pattern, okay? When it breaks, you're going to see a like literally eruptive, right? When it likes to move up, it does it explosively. Even last cycle, it did it pretty fast, right? It didn't take much time to move up a lot, but you just didn't break out to new all-time highs. This time, I think you will. Once you get to that third touch point, that's normally the time that you break through it. You could still be in it, I suppose, but the fact that you've got this turning a new tide, you're about to break your downtrend. You literally are about to break. You've got higher lows here, right? You haven't had higher lows this whole time, but you've established that now at your golden ratio, which you've held this whole time, by the way. You've got your lower highs, which you're about to break. You actually did kind of break this trend because you have a double top here. Instead of lower highs, you actually have a double top. You kind of did break this trend. Dude, this is a big deal. Jordan Bailey, I'm liking this chart more and more as I'm looking at it, man. 6,000, what would that, is that a fib target up there? Right at the 200, bro. Not that that's a fib target, but man, you guys, wow. This is big. This is a big deal. This could be good for the Grayscale Trust people, too. Maybe those targets are back on the board, man. Those like above $2,000 targets. Jordan Bailey, nice call, bro. Yeah, I like this too. It took some finagling, and it's different than what you had me do. But I think this is a more accurate reading. Like, it absolutely correlates with what we see in Litecoin's growth, right? And not at all are these the same charts. Right? You can look at it and just see that, yes, when this moved up a lot. When this moved up, the moves up are essentially the same, but the movement down, right? This consolidation phase is an ascending triangle, where this looks more like, I don't even know what to call that, like a boomerang. I don't know. This phase actually looks pretty similar. These phases do look pretty similar, don't they? I wonder if we correlated it. I want to correlate it with Litecoin itself, LTC USD. And we'll do it on crypto, right? But it would be inverse, right? So actually it did see a very direct correlation. Moments where it didn't, but very direct correlation. So here, back here, yes, it was very correlated, right? Because it's all inverse. This is flipped. So if I flip this too, right, we invert the, whoa, that wasn't what I wanted. It's still, you can invert it, and it, oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. So in that sense, because this is an inverted chart, it actually is extremely correlated. So if this goes up, which it looks like it's going to go up, Litecoin's going to go up. Yeah. It's funny, though, because they don't look like, there's similarities, sure, but they don't look like the same charts at all. Like, this phase is the only part that does look the similar. Anyways, I'm going to stop geeking over it. You guys, Litecoin, believe it or not, I think out of every cryptocurrency out there besides, well, okay, let's see. Hold on. Let's look it up. Ethereum, I don't know who that, oh, that's the Marathon CEO or whatever. ETH, how many merchants accept Ethereum? 3,000 plus stores. You know how many merchants accept Litecoin? Let's see. Well, I found it the other day. Oh yeah, there we go. Directly 4,000 plus. Ethereum 3,000 plus. Number 2 coin, Litecoin. This coin that everybody thinks is dead, which is actually a solid crypto. It stood the test of time. It's actually a very decent chart too, by the way. Like, this is not a bad chart. It's not as exciting as some charts are, for sure, but what it's got going for it is a lot of disbelief. A lot of people are haters, man. You Litecoin people are gonna be stoked, man. I think this is good, man. Really. It sees use case. It's actually accepted as a viable tender more than Ethereum, and then more than Bitcoin Cash, even more than coins that are in a higher market cap value. Not that means that it has to grow in value, but it's at least used, right? And that's more. A lot of people say nobody uses Litecoin. Well, that's absolutely BS right there. Nobody uses your random altcoin of choice that's outside the top 20. Like, that's the truth, right? Like, you know what I mean? People are just hyped on their altcoins, and hype drives price more than anything. Absolutely. Use case fundamentally will enable a coin and a chart. It will enable a cryptocurrency or an asset or a project to grow and flourish over time. Fundamentals will. But hype is what lets you do this stuff. And this is what people are excited about. So no wonder people are pessimistic and just bored with Litecoin. Look at what it's done, right, for the last 2 cycles, but it has got higher lows. It's maintained that. This is technically a higher high even, right? Not on all charts. On the Binance chart, I'm pretty sure it doesn't look like this, but man. Wow. Hold up now. So wait a second now. Litecoin's at $65, guys. Am I going to have to buy some Litecoin? Did I just become a Litecoin holder? Is that what just happened? Dude, what is going on? C-Zar Gets Delusional is the new name of this channel. You guys, holy F&A cotton. Even if it only goes to where I'm expecting, that's still great gains. That's like a 31x. But we're talking about 100x potential for Litecoin. Are you kidding me? And it maybe not 100x, maybe it's only a 93x. Oh no. Like, what? Like, dude. The measure move line's up there. It's at the 200, which various cryptos have respected their 200 specifically this cycle for whatever reason. It's not a fib level, but that's just where it is. the money supply chart, it makes sense that this has been boring. It's about to break out. Look, boring, and then whenever it moves up, when it is exciting, when it breaks its trend, I don't know, man. The RSI, I like the RSI. The correlation coefficient, we can get rid of it. It's irrelevant now. We've done what we need to with that. I'm not saying this does not, and what's great about this chart, this does not need to break to new all-time highs for Litecoin to break to new all-time highs. Your 618, 69 areas all the way up at your 236, man. I just want to see, right, relative to the growth, you saw negative, well, it's negatives, so that won't matter, right? Negatives are different than positives. Negatives can only go down 100%. Positives can go up 10 trillion%. So it's not the same. So measuring won't help me there. I don't know what to make of it that way. Because the only reason I can't do it LTC moneyline and get this same chart, maybe I can. Maybe I can, because Coinbase I think has that data. Let's try that real quick. LTC USD Coinbase dash M1SL. Okay, and am I still inverted? I am. Okay, am I inverted here? No, I'm not. Okay, so now we might have something, right? The 236 is what we were going for. Okay, this is that same chart just without all the other stuff, right? It's the exact same chart now, just not inverted. So now we actually can get an accurate idea. Right, if we go up to the 618, the only thing is we won't have that 236, which actually I remember was right in the middle of this here. So that's a 700% growth, okay. What we saw this time was a 10,000% growth, and that 10,000% growth begot a 10,000% move. Okay. Okay. So that's only 700% to go there. 700%, that would mean that it does move in equivalence. So that would actually be closer to the 1272. That's not as bullish, but then all that's saying is that's if you're at the 618, okay? That's if you erupt to the 618. However, if you see a move that's like this, if you see a move that basically matches this in structure and overall growth, 10,000%, 10,700%, that's a 100x, right? And you've seen that before versus this. Maybe that's what you see now. And look at that. That goes up to your 1272 on this chart. If you see new all-time highs versus the money supply, which you could, we'd have to see how you interact with the 618 area. Jordan Bailey, I like this chart too, man. We're gonna have to go over this more throughout the cycle. Good call, bro. Anyways, guys, that's the the video. At a minimum, you guys, I think Litecoin's gonna see $1,000 at a minimum by the end of this cycle. But I'm more convinced now that it will not stop at 2,500, but potentially see prices dramatically higher than that. I might have to buy some Litecoin. I never thought I'd say that. The reason why, so I think there are plenty of coins out there that look like they will grow dramatically more than Litecoin, okay? But I'm not certain of it. I am very confident, especially with all the disbelief out there. That's the prime, like, give me that disbelief, give me your hate, bring it to me in the comments. Tell me how much of a piece of shit this coin is. Tell me how dead it is when it's not. Tell me. Because that is the perfect storm. When people have eyes on something, they're aware of it. Everybody knows Litecoin, but they disbelieve in it. Everybody knew Dogecoin, but they didn't. It's just some random joke coin, meme coin. It's not going to go up. It's just a fluke. That's a storm. That's a perfect formula for things to literally erupt, man. And again, what I was alluding to, the point that I was going to is that what I like about Litecoin is even if it doesn't go up the most out of any crypto that I invest in or that I could invest in, I'm very certain that it will see new all-time highs. It's a secure bet, if that makes sense, in my opinion. It's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Just giving you my thoughts, right? It's got security. It has stood the test of time. This chart is more bullish for the amount of time that it's existed than most cryptos in this whole space. Yeah, cool. Mind blown a little bit. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. Bye-bye. Litecoin might outperform Bitcoin Cash. What the hell? What the hell? What? I don't even know, man. All right, bye-bye.